What's up, everybody? Xavrun here, and today we're taking a look at Dwarf Fortress. That's right, I do want to start a new Dwarf Fortress series. I played the game, the ASCII version, years ago, and yeah, now that the Steam version's out, and we're done with the This War of Mine playthrough, I want to jump into just Dwarf Fortress. So let's go ahead and create a new world. We're going to go ahead and start with small world is fine. Welcome to Dwarf Fortress. Prepare to guide your stout charges to fortune and in a world fraught with many perils. You'll begin by creating your world and watching the region's histories unfold. Once this process is complete, you can prepare a group and send them out to seek wealth deep in the mountains. As you dig deeper and more citizens take up residence in your outpost, your doings will attract attention, both wanted and unwanted. Deal with the challenges as they arise, and you might one day find that your humble settlement has grown to become a mountain home, the center of your civilization. Okay. So let's go ahead and number of beasts. We'll just keep everything medium for right now. This is going to be a very quick start right here because losing is fun, as it's always been said. So I don't intend on it lasting forever. So we're going to keep everything as medium right now until I get the hang of it. Like I said, I forgot. Gosh, I forgot just about all of the hotkeys. And yeah, there's just a lot of the game I don't remember. And now that there's the Steam version out, I honestly can't wait to get into it. I want to play it. So let's jump in. We're going to create a world, and I don't know if you guys know this or not, but anybody who hasn't played this or heard of it yet, they generate an entire history. I think it said 100 years, so the game will literally generate 100 years of history. You'll watch the land grow. You'll watch civilizations rise and collapse. Look at this stuff. It's such an in-depth game. A lot of people will compare this to RimWorld. It's nothing like RimWorld. RimWorld is more like this than the other way around. So you want to be careful for where you start at. You obviously want to start near water, but you also want to look around. So if you look over here where the purple letters are on the right hand side where it says a light aquifer, that's kind of dangerous because you could just be digging and all of a sudden, blap, you're in the water, drowned, done. We have some field shores here. So this is the Age of Myth, year 100, historical figures, 7,456. And the abridged chronicles, which you can see, I don't know if they'll do it on the Steam. It used to have a way bigger thing, but obviously it's kind of lightened up a little bit. Abridged chronicles, which there was 39,062 events in total that happened, right? These are the major ones. So the dwarf Tobu Dakpuddle became the king of the clasp of elevating, right? The Mountain of the Wind, the Elder Root founded Pregnant Wiped. Okay. I always love the random names it comes in. Total RNG. Every start is totally different. Every world is totally different. It's just so fun. It's such a good game. I know I'm ranting and I know I'm going on, and I know all this is probably going to get skipped. But it's okay because we're going to read through this. The Coalition of Bowing in the realm of incineration founded Clammongers. The work of speechlessness of the Blue Road founded the Labored Locks. In 87, the dwarf Asmel Boot Romanced became the king of the Narrow Flag. In 90, the dwarf Tabul Road Beast became the most sacred jewel of the denomination of brains. Okay. 94, the Scourge of Scabs of the Hell of Routing founded the Thief Cruel. And in 97, the Ochre Rivers of the Courteous Sheens founded Glistenwield. So we can keep the world and return to the main menu, or we can play now. We're going to go ahead and play now. Look at this. This is all of the resources it's unloading. This is every bit of the world. It could take a while. Sometimes it takes a minute. Sometimes it doesn't. I remember loading up large worlds and large maps where I could literally leave, go get something to eat, come back, and it would still be loading the game. Adventure is not in the game yet, which is fine. But let's go ahead and go with Fortress. And now it's passing on things to get ready. We're going to go ahead and do the tutorial. A, because I've never played the Steam version. B, it'd be nice to show you guys as well. So this will be, I guess the smaller world is going to be our tutorial stuff. Would you like your fortress located in a forested, mineral-rich region of the world where you can play through a short tutorial? Non-interactive help will be available whenever or whatever you decide. Yes, we're going to start the tutorial. So it's telling us to start here. Preparing the map. It's definitely faster. A dwarven outpost. You have arrived after the journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond. Your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of the Dodok Todor. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance, whether by bolt, plow, or hook. Provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now, enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the cougars get hungry. Yeah. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place. Nishtagum, Tradeverse, Strike the Earth. So here's our little dwarf people. You can see it looks like we have an ox. We have some chicken. We have this stuff here. Okay. Now, WASD to move the screen, which is kind of cool. That's nice. Okay. And yeah, so scroll wheel up brings you to the top. If you can see here, now we're above the clouds. You can see the very tops of the trees here. And as we go down each one of these layers, you're going to see the different parts. Now we're into the tree. We can see the leaves, we're into the tree. So you can get a kind of a scale on how big, say, this tree is here. Looks like we got a couple of dogs. And then once we're here, it's at level 0, then you start going down Z levels. And you can scroll down very, 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 very far. So we're at negative 22 elevation, right? So we're wanting to go back to 0. So I didn't know if we could scale it, or just not scale it, but just click. Anyhow, F1 hotkey will recenter you on the wagon. Okay. So your view's focus with WASD. Pressing E and C or roll of the mouse wheel will scroll you up or down. So E or C does the same thing as mouse wheel. As you can see, we have 2 dwarfs standing in the same spot. That's why they keep changing. When your view is in the air above the tiles, you can see them below, but you can only interact with objects in the current elevation. The view will be dark underground until you've been mining. You can move the camera to the surface with the surface button, which is highlighted. The F1 hotkey will recenter you on the wagon. Okay. Now, you can zoom in and out of the play area using brackets or control mouse wheel. Or the indicated buttons. Yeah, so you could do regular brackets to zoom in and out, right? And that's to zoom in and out without changing your elevation. Like if you look here, this is a slice of the mountain. The mountaintop is actually way greater than that. But see, right there's the top of the mountain. That's the plateau. That's that section anyway, see? And the more we go out, the more it will go. So I always thought that was really, really, really cool. Mining. It is time to get to work. Let's start the digging and stairwell into the ground. There may be plenty of hillside to dig into, but you'll still want to seek wealth below the surface. Mining is a task designated to the play area by clicking the highlighted mining button. Right here. Boop. And now we want to zoom into our people. And I guess we'll start, let's see, we can start right here. Oh, cool. That's really dope. I like the way they do that now. It used to be, I don't remember what it was. It was all hotkeys essentially though. But where's our wagon here? We got a lot of stuff that we could kind of harvest around here, so we'll keep that in mind. Go ahead, I guess we'll do like this. We'll go a 3x3. Oops. M is the hotkey for that, which is nice. Oops. we want to come down here and dig there. Now we'll unpause the game and start mining. So see how I did that? So basically what we had to do was scroll down, right? So these stairways are only going to dig downward. So, and you can see these stairs are facing upward. And so if I kept going down, I could have kept digging, but we're only going to go down one layer for right now. And then we're going to unpause, which spacebar is pause. And you see them going to work. Now, let's make a safe place to work. Select regular mining mode to the left of the stairs. To the left of the stair mining mode. Dig a rectangle underground big enough for a large stockpile and some workshops. Consider that most workshops are 3x3 squares. Mining through the stone layers further down may take longer, but it leaves boulders, which are essential building materials. Later, you can consider making a meeting area from the zones menu. Otherwise, your citizens will continue to gather by the wagon outside. So, we want to scroll down here. Oops. I might change that. I might change that to where it's scrolled down. I guess that's fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. So let's come here. We need to... I do want to get some squares here. I think it'd be here to here, right? 3x3. Oh, we're way over here. Okay. But we're going to be here. And a 3x3. There. And let's go down a few. Like, say here. Boom. Now they'll dig all of that out. Oops, wrong way. I'm gonna have to get used to that. See, but then they'll start digging all of that out. And then once we let that go, it'll work out pretty good. So I need to also dig up some of this just to make a stockpile zone. So we'll go like maybe there. And then we need some rooms. So we'll go, say, one here. We'll go, dang it, come on, 4. And then we go 3x3, so no. And then we'll go boom to boom. And then that should get us a couple of workshops. We'll start one there, and then we'll throw one, say, here off to this side. And then we'll go here to here. And that'll get us a couple, at least, for right now. And then we could set up like a barracks as well. So let's go ahead and do that as well. Let's get one more room here. We need to go here, 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 here. Boom. There we go. And that should be good. So let's go ahead and start the game. Let's get them going. And see where it goes. They should be going and working. Room completed. 9, 10. Okay. So let's go down one floor. See, now they've got it all digging up. Looks like we've got gold, copper, which is really good. So we can start getting some stuff right away. We got sand. What is that? Loam? I don't know what that mineral is there. Okay. Now, the supplies of the wagon are in danger of being carried off by the wild creatures. It is time for you to build a stockpile underground to unload them. Stockpiles are crucial to the moving supplies around your fortress where they are needed. Stockpiles are placed within the stockpile button, which should be S, right, or P for pile. So we could set up a stockpile here for right now. Place all stockpiles. Okay, so click the button. Click the add button. Where's our stockpile at? Place zones. So we need to get a stockpile going right here. So we'll go stay there, right? That's going to be our stockpile zone. But I would rather have it out here. So let's go ahead and undo that. We're going to go with our stockpile zone here. And we're going to set it in here. Going to add the stockpile zone. We're going to, basically this whole room will be a stockpile zone. I'm going to let that pass on. Oh yeah, I forgot to hit accept. We're going to do all. It's going to be a stockpile zone for everything, so that's it. Now, if unpaused, your workers should start unloading the wagon into the stockpile. Later, you may want to customize the stockpiles by clicking on them and pressing the custom button to forbid certain categories. Again, kind of like RimWorld, you know what I mean? You can set up certain stockpiles for certain things. And it's not that this game ever ripped off RimWorld by any means. It's not even that RimWorld ripped off this game. There's a lot of similarities because this game inspired RimWorld heavily. And you can tell, and you'll see the longer we play this, the more similarities you'll see. The stockpile menu is still open. You can close it now by right-clicking. Right-clicking is always used to close most menus as well as escape. Yeah, that's true. With shelter ready underground, it's time to build. First, you need to build material. You need building materials like wood and boulders. Before you can start chopping down trees, you may want to create a dedicated wood stockpile. Haulers will also drop wood in your all stockpile unless you turn it off in the custom stockpile menu. When you are ready, open the wood cutting menu, designate the trunk of a tree on the surface. Make sure your woodcutters can walk to the designated location. Yeah, so there's that, right? And we're going to go hit F1 to go right back to our wagon. And we got this giant tree here. And we're going to designate this tree to get chopped. Okay, now we're going to let time pass on. And we're going to watch them chop down that tree. There it goes. Boom. Now, let's go down. Let's go downstairs. We'll open up our stockpile menu again. I think we'll set this one here. We'll do here for just wood. We're going to accept that one for just wood. Okay, and then this one here, we're going to turn wood off of that, right? This, yeah, we could repaint the stockpile because this one we're going to grow out, right? Like here. And then we'll grow, I guess, down here as well. And then we could set this one over here for stone. So, where's our custom? There it is. Let's turn off wood. There we go. So now that's done. Yep, that's fine. So now wood shouldn't go in here. Shouldn't go in here. Yeah, see, no wood. And then, now we got the wood stockpile over here as well. So let's go ahead and unpause, and they'll start bringing the wood down into this area as well, which you'll see. I really like the art style. There it is. Boom. Now that you have a building materials, it's time to start building. Workshops are one of the many buildings that you can place within the highlighted build button. Click on it now. Open the building menu. Should be B. Yeah, that's always been there. So what do we want to build? A workshop, a carpenter's workshop. So we're going to open up the workshops. We're going to click on, should be, where's carpenter? There it is. And we're going to place that right inside of that room right there. Select the material for your carpenter's workshop. Whoa, let's go with the... Oh, look what we found. So there's the aquifer. Not the best thing, but it's there. It is what it is, right? When unpaused, the workers should immediately start building the workshop. See? So now we got the salt. The workshop, but it's built out of the salt, right? Click on the workshop. And we are going to build beds. So your industrious citizens will perform any task added to the workshop. Most objects are placed, like doors and furniture, must first be built in a workshop. Furniture created at the carpenter's workshop usually takes 1 wood to build. Add a task to make a bed. Chop down more trees if necessary. Unpause and wait for the bed to be completed. So make a bed and do that. So we're going to go to tasks, add a new task. We're going to make a bed. And that's it. So we're going to go ahead and let that go on. So you'll see the guy come over here. Here's our woodworker. He's going to do that. This, I'm going to repaint this stockpile here because it needs to be bigger. And that gives us plenty of room for other stuff. Here's some weapons. I think what we might do is mine this out a little bit farther as well. Like so. Yeah, like so. And then we'll just make a bigger stockpile. That should be good. Okay, let's go ahead and play it on. See what happens here. Now that you have a bed, you can place it in the fortress. Yeah, use the build menu to place it in a room underground. Just like the workshop, dig a new room first if you like. Beds are found in the furniture category. Unlike the workshops, beds must be placed underground. So we got to go to the build menu. We are going to go to furniture. We are going to go to bed. We're going to go place the bed right here. Oops, wrong one. And I don't know. Yeah, we'll just set it there. Ginkgo wood bed. Perfect. Now we're going to let that pass on. So I'm just going to come grab the bed. There they come. And there it is. Now that you have a bed, you place it with the fortress, bed. Oh yeah. With the bed placed, your workers will have somewhere to sleep. Later, you can create a room with a door and use for zones. Use the zone menu to assign official bedroom for each of the residents. See, the rooms don't need to be that big. I was building a workshop, so. Now, click a citizen or a creature. The rest of the interface is now enabled. You can click on creatures and items just as you click on buildings to get more information about them. Click on a resident to see their needs, inventory, thoughts, relationships, and more. You can also access the information from the citizens button. So let's click on this old fella here. This is Id Eduskadal, a miner. Id Amaze Gem. 65 years old. Values and introspection, inclined to abstract, clumsy, poor intuition, poor focus, acquiescing. This guy's healthy. That's good, right? A skilled appraiser. That's very good. Unmet needs, alcohol, and crafting an object. Feel satisfied at work. So yeah, and you can see literally everything about them. This is one of the only games that like accounts for basically everything that can happen. It's so good. I'm sure anybody on this who follows my channel and subscribe to my channel knows about Dwarf Fortress, but yeah, I couldn't wait to get into the Dwarf Fortress. I've been waiting. I've got so many series I usually have going on at any one given time. So yeah, we're going to be definitely turning this into a series. So that's done. So escape to close the information sheet and we're good to go. 7, alert. Important and sometimes urgent information is giving as alert on the left side of the screen. There has been one already. Hover over the alert icon to see the information. Left click on the alert for recentering options and right click to dismiss the alert. So you can recenter certain announcements. Right click to close. Oops. What does it say? This is an example of an urgent alert. These are very important. Ignore them at your peril. Yeah, that's very true. Okay. You may need supplies before the coming winter. Trade with the autumn caravan. You must build a trade depot from the build menu. You need something of value to trade. Crafts are an easy way to make a lot of trade goods quickly. Make the appropriate workshops with workshops crafts. An obvious material to use to make the crafts is rock. If you dig down enough layers, you will find near infinite amount of boulders of various kinds, as well as some rough gems. If you are lucky, gems can be cut at a jeweler's workshop and crust them on crafts and other items to add even more value. So we're going to let him keep going on. There's a lot more to learn. As you enter new menus, there will be information and tips. The help button at the top of the screen contains more guides. Click it now, and this tutorial will be concluded. Boop. So yeah, and that's one thing. This game has such a huge database of information because it's been out since, what, 2006, I think is when it was released. Initially, the ASCII version, and it's been updated and constantly worked on since. And also there's been people who have been playing the game since its first release who have just provided so much information out there. It's a good game. It's a great game. I can't say anything bad about it. I have nothing bad to say about it. I was going to start my channel with the ASCII version of the game, but I didn't know how well ASCII was going to go over. So that's why I haven't played it. And now that the Steam version has been out for a couple of weeks, I figured, okay, I'll jump into it because this War of Mine playthrough is finally done. So we have a new game to play daily. But anyways, I think this might be where we end it. I'm sorry it was just the tutorial stuff, but I wanted to showcase the game right away. And we're definitely going to be playing the game. We're playing the game. Like, that's no joke, right? We're not going to just do this one episode. And I just wanted to make sure that we went through the tutorial. I wanted to go through it together. And that way, you know, if any of you guys decide you want to play the game and you want to just jump straight in, you can see that there's a lot of intricacies that could make the game very difficult and kind of used to turn a lot of people off. So here it is. The game is open-ended. You can do whatever you choose. If you'd like a goal, try to become a barony, then a mountain home. More likely, your dwarves will starve unless you read the first few guides here. And remember, losing is fun. Absolutely, losing is fun. It sucks. You'll probably see me get a little ragey every now and again, just because it gets kind of monotonous from time to time. But yeah, I think this is where we're going to go ahead and end it. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and ringing the bell. Let me know in the comments how much, if you guys have played this and, you know, how excited you are for the game. I'm super excited about it. And as always, you guys have yourselves a great day.